Welcome to round 14 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship here in the wonderful Berlin Tempelhof Airport. Well, it could be championship deciding day. Roland with a 3-place grid penalty starts in 8th position. He must be more than he just asked to outscore his rivals by 8 points and he's champion. Let's head down to the grid. Katie is with Alan.
The result was pretty bad, but head forward, I'm pretty confident of where we've been in the last couple of events, where we were on Friday, and I'm sure I've still got a good race car, so let's see for the race.
Good luck. Have a good one.
Good luck. Thanks, Nick.
If we maybe just look at the back, because we were talking about that accident from Lucas de Grassi, if you quickly come down here.
It's amazing that they've made her out in that short amount of time.
Sensational.
I don't think they've got the full Superman livery, though. That's the only thing that's missing.
They're half Superman. I think they're leaving Superman to Lucas de Grassi. If you look at this car, they've changed the chassis, also the bodywork as well around it. They got the car onto the grid, so he's going to start last. But if there's anyone that can pull something out of this one, it is Lucas.
It is. I mean, the team. You guys look pretty tired now. That was a big effort.
Yes. No, the mechanics did a great job. Actually, also the mechanics from Seine helped out, so it was a really awesome job.
A real team spirit here.
Yep.
Congratulations. It's great to see you guys out on the grid. Just speaking a little bit about the experience compared to the rookies, is it going to be harder in a dry race for the rookies to be on the limit? Wet races, they present more opportunities?
I think it's going to be hard anyway, because it's a lot hotter now. It's a different condition to anything they've had over the weekend, and so it's going to be a voyage discovery for every single driver. For me, I think there's going to be one of these 3 drivers that will spring a bit of a surprise. I lean towards Nick Cassidy in this one.
Well, we'll see very soon. Back to you, Nikki.
Thank you, Katie. Now, in all my years of Formula E, there has always been one prankster in the pack. The king of the practical joke, the master of mayhem. It is, of course, Antonio Felix da Costa. But all jokers can be brought down a peg or two. We did our best.
Okay, Nikki, Antonio is on his way.
We are doing some fan questions. Haven't actually seen them, but I'm sure they're going to be great.
So we start off with question 1, 3 and 4, yeah?
Who on the grid are you better looking than?
I'm better looking than Jake.
Who's number 1 then?
You're better looking than Jake. So who's number 1?
Jake?
Okay, if Formula E went underwater, would you be the fastest swimmer?
I'd be a decent swimmer. All those surfing years.
You wear armbands when you go surfing though, right?
I heard a rumour that sometimes you wear armbands when you go surfing.
Me?
Yeah.
Those are fake news.
You've had a long career.
Okay, so we need to get some music to the garage, guys.
What is it now like? Good. Do you want to shimmy? Okay, we're ready.
Antonio, can you ask him to turn it down?
It's not my team, huh? They are too nice.
So the question was, you have had a long career in Formula E, but what is it now like watching younger, faster guys come into the sport?
Painful. Very painful.
Let's get the music back in.
I can see myself in them, you know.
I think they like this tune.
Get Dak to go speak to Andre, turn the music down.
Do you know Andre? You know Andre?
I know.
Tell him to go have a word.
That's a pup. You see, I stand up, they...
See? That is commanding. That's what a Formula E champion can do in this pit lane.
Okay, we can go on to question 2.
So, do you miss being the main driver at a team?
Who asked this?
It's anonymous. There is.
Yes.
How often do you get recognized outside the helmet?
All the time. It's really hard for me to walk around on the streets.
Championship with Porsche and Nissan behind them. Sorry.
Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy with that.
You picked the worst spot in the pit lane.
Sorry. I think it must be the humidity. No one's thinking straight.
How was it being a world champion at a one-track calendar?
How was it being a Formula E world champion, but ultimately a one-track calendar?
Now I'm sure you you're doing it on purpose. But anyway.
Oh, God. Sorry. Oh, my God, it's my mum. Sorry.
Now I know why.
It's normally an emergency.
Now I know why you guys don't work for F1. You're taking your phone call.
Sorry, Mum. Hi, is everything okay?
Hey, darling. Yeah, are you busy?
You're trying to make me walk out.
Well, I'm not that busy.
All right, love. I'll let you go then.
Okay, good luck. Call me back if you need anything.
All right, bye-bye.
Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going then, shall we?
Okay, so on to the next questions.
I know, here's a good one. Have you ever lied to get out of media day?
No, but I should. After today, I should have, yeah.
What is your Uber?
Is that wheel tight enough?
Okay, Nikki, I'm going to come in.
My Uber rating?
Yeah, what is your Uber
It's
rating?
like a 4.7. Way back, I'm a little bit annoying.
Oh, for the intro. Okay, sorry, we're running out of time.
Well, I was just in the middle of an answer,
Sorry.
man.
Because I think you're going to be pulled away in a second. So should I just do a quick intro while we're here? Before you go. Sorry. Hello and welcome. We are now going to interview our 2022 Formula E World Champion. He has
2020.
6 wins. I thought it was 6 wins, 22 podiums.
No, the year was 2020, not 2022.
Sorry. It's the jet lag.
Action.
How's it being a number 2 driver, brother?
Why?
I just pranked you so good. This whole interview was me leading it.
I've got an ear with Jake telling me what to say.
That was good. I was
I love this, but we just started a very dangerous game. Good job, good job. That's it?
Yeah. What a great sport, Antonio Felix da Costa, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you know Antonio better than anyone on this grid. Have you also been taken down by his sort of, you know, tricks?
Yeah, almost. Once, like, he passed me his helmet and he, you know, does a drop trick and everyone panics because it's the worst thing for a driver to drop a helmet on the floor on its head. But I sensed it, you know. I see him coming. I'm a hard one to prank.
Oh, you now
But,
know. You
yeah,
know it's
Antonio's great. He keeps the driver community together. He's really representing the camaraderie between the drivers. So we're all really happy to have him on the field.
He is such a brilliant character. You're totally right there. We're standing next to his car. He's got a lot to play for today. You know, he wants to showcase to the team that, yeah, I can outperform my driver Pascal Wehrlein, but my teammate Pascal Wehrlein, but at the same time, he can't get in his way. He can't cause any problems, any incidents that we might have seen before. In fact, speak of the devil, Mr. Antonio Felix da Costa, come and join us. No pranks this time, I promise. We might be. Yeah, there we are. We are live. We just played out the little prank that it was basically Dennis that is responsible. It was all Jake Dennis's fault.
Well, I actually blame Andre a little bit because I think Andre turned Jake into a little bit of a pranker when they were teammates a few years ago. So, but
not far wrong.
Full credit to Jake. He got me good, but the comeback's coming.
Yeah, come on. What is the revenge? I promise you we're not going to tell anyone.
I can't tell you. I cannot tell you. If I tell you, I have to kill you.
He's so easy to prank, this one.
I know. I mean, I got a million ideas, and I gotta wait a little bit because good.
Let's plan it.
I gotta wait a little bit because I don't want he cannot be expecting it, you know. But it might be
just bam out of nowhere.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
The cost is coming for you.
Stay tuned.
Well, while we're having lots of fun here, time to turn our attention to the business end of what's going on. Ultimately, what is your goal today? Where do you think you're going to finish?
My personal goal?
Your personal goal.
What are you allowed to do?
Yeah.
And what do you want to do?
My personal goal is to win
Andre.
the race. It's to win the race. I'd love to win the race. I've got great memories from this place. As a team, we just got to score as many points as possible, outscore Nissan, and keep those championships alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck. We're looking forward to seeing some proper wheel-to-wheel action between teammates. You never know. Just play it safe. Right, let's go down to Alan Manish, who is out on the track, down at Turn 1, a place where we've seen so many incidents over the course of the weekend. What's going on, Alan?
Independent whether it's wet or dry, here at Turn 1 there's a lot of action. We saw earlier on in free practice Lucas Di Grassi getting 1 metre offline as he entered into here, locked up the brakes, aquaplaned, ended up in the barrier over there. game over, wasn't able to qualify. But in the dry, it offers up so many opportunities because you're braking and turning. Very difficult not to lock that inside left front wheel. However, if you do get your braking stable into here, you can overtake 3-4 cars wide, I would expect, at certain points in the race. However, you've got to be careful that you get to the pinch point here at the apex ahead of the opposition. One other factor about this corner, it's also the place for attack mode. So you come so far offline, carry so much speed into it to make sure you can run through, get the attack mode, and then get your big acceleration down to turns 3 and 4. I think turn 1, at the beginning of the race, you'll see so many cars fanning out together. But then after that, this is where there's going to be a lot of action.
Excellent stuff there. Thank you so much, Mr. McNish. Now, get ready for the latest instalment of all-electric action here in Berlin. We are less than 5 minutes till lights out. Right, okay, so we are minutes away. Should we go for a little wander? A little walk and talk?
Walk in the
it
sun.
always sort of slightly blows my mind how late in the day the drivers leave it before they get in the car. I'm assuming because when the temperatures are quite warm, is that just to stay cool before jumping in and putting the helmet on?
Yeah, mixture of things. You want to speak as long as possible about the different scenarios and strategies that you can go through with your engineer. Sometimes you wait for your last little P that might happen, that you take that
Nervous
one
week.
to the last second. And some drivers like to go in the car sooner so they don't have any distractions, so they're in their own little bubble. So it's really individual.
Yeah, I love it. Did you have any race rituals before you jump in the car?
I don't get in super late because I think if you get in super late and you've got a problem with the belt or something, or you've got a wire caught, it can get quite stressful if you're getting in quite late before you go green. But I feel like Andre's quite a chilled, relaxed guy, but you were in at the last minute.
Yeah, I like to get interviewed or someone to come say hi, because, when you sit there and you overthink things too much, then it's, you build too much pressure and then you're not in the flow. So sometimes it's good to have a little distraction from you guys.
Let's go down to Saunders and Billy and see where you guys are at on the grid.
Thanks, Nicky. Yeah, we are, in fact, down at P16, Bill, where we have Jake Dennis, someone that didn't even really get to start the race yesterday. But we saw in the free practice session, he was getting purple sectors. So maybe the pace is there. What do you reckon he can do today?
Yeah, also, he's one of the drivers that was so disappointed with the qualifying session we had where that red flag came out in Group A, because he actually set the fastest first sector on that lap before his lap was finished because of the red flag. So expect him in the dry conditions to have more pace than this grid position dictates, really. 16th, 15th next to him, Sam Bird. It's sort of the part of the race track that going down into the first couple of corners can get a bit tasty at times, doesn't it, Saunders?
Yeah, I mean, there's very much this term that the drivers use. They call it the jungle, the danger zone, whatever you want to refer to it as. It's that pretty much from P5, P6 down, where everyone's bunched up. There's so much that can happen, and it's sort of a battle, isn't it, between, on a race like this, where slipstream and energy saving is so important. Of course, the more people in front of you, the more you're saving, but then you've got to use all that energy to get past them, haven't you?
Yeah, I think this race, it feels like to me, everyone we've spoke to on the grid, they're a little bit more relaxed about the first couple of corners. It feels like because energy saving is going to be important, no one's going to go gun-ho into the first couple of corners. So I'm not expecting it to be, I guess, too many crashes or contact moments in the first couple of corners, but still, it's definitely worth watching out on that first lap of who can make easy progress where they don't have to use much energy to do so.
We get that thing, don't we, in races like this, where there comes a point in the race, be it sort of lap 10, lap 11, lap 12, where suddenly everyone hits go. And it's like, okay, we've hit our targets, now it becomes a flat-out race and we push, push, push. It's really just being in the best position when you get to that point, isn't it, with attack mode and everything else?
Exactly. I think it is about capitalising and being in the right place at the right moment in the race. I think the strategy of this race is interesting in a couple of ways because we haven't got the pit boost to worry about, so that streamlined strategy for the teams and keeps it more simple. But also, we haven't had a full dry race here because yesterday was wet. So what would the tyres do? How would degradation come into play? There's lots of factors to be excited excited about here.
Yeah, I mean, the all-wheel drive one, it just alone, we haven't really seen the full strength of that, have we, here in a dry race, and that can make such a big difference.
Yeah, and I mean, just behind us, or just to the left here, a driver to watch for sure. Eduardo Mortara, back-to-back podiums. He could be going for 3 in a row. That'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool indeed. One thing to say for sure, Bill, is that the conditions are drastically different to yesterday. It's much warmer. It's going to be a completely different race, just like you said. Very, very exciting to see what can happen. Looking around, you know, we know anything can happen in races like this. Now, time will tell.
Now, the moment is upon us. Oliver Rowland stands on the verge of greatness. All he really needs right now are words of encouragement from the people he loves the most.
Stay calm. You know you can do this. Stay focused. You're the best driver out there. Just go out there and show them you can do it. And I wish you the best of luck.
Good luck this weekend, Oliver. Let's hope you win your first World Championship.
You got this, mate. You've done this a million times. Just bring it home.
Hi, Ollie. Ross here. Really hoping you do well this weekend and set up the championship. I'm sure you will. Just use all your experience and I'm sure you'll be fine. And don't party too hard afterwards.
Good luck, champ. Do what you do your best and come home safely. And we all love you.
Hope that helps you. Thank you. Hope that's good. No pressure. Yeah, no pressure. Thanks for very much, mate. Cheers.
I mean, yeah, no pressure. I mean, how beautiful. Honestly, when his mum said those words, I've honestly watched that video about 3 times and I cry every time. It's so special to hear, you know, the support network that he's had over the decades of his motorsport career to get to this point. Hopefully it hasn't deterred him though. Katie, how would it make you feel just before such a big moment in your career?
Yeah, you could see him taking the headphones off quite quickly. I think he was getting emotional at the end there. It's nice to see that while you're not in the cockpit. Obviously, he's going to want to do what you normally doesn't get in the zone without that. Outside of the car, when you're not having to deal with those emotions imminently before you race, it's nice. So yeah, I think, to be honest with you, he's going to be trying to shut all of that out and just doing his job. He knows his run plan. He knows his strategy. That is the only thing on his mind, because if you let anything else in, then distractions take over.
He's got a fairly busy grid ahead of him, starting back from P8. And, you know, we're looking at some fiercely fast drivers as well. What is his run plan going to be? What do you think the goal is here?
Well, the goal for him is definitely to stay out of trouble. He knows he can move forward, but he's in the middle of the pack as well. So it's going to be a bit of a packed race, through abroad. Like, there's going to be a lot of overtaking. So he needs to survive till the end to put himself in a good position, because the race is going to be decided in the last 5 laps, I bet. So, yeah, he needs to survive until then.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got this kind of, the problem is you've got the melee. So as you mentioned, it is a little bit about survival. I mean, just behind Mitch Evans, yesterday's race winner. So we saw he also has that pace to come through.
Yeah, Mitch is really strong in the races, very decisive to overtake, and the team has been really good also strategically. You know, Nick Cassidy also a very good example of moving forward through the field, so another one to watch.
Yeah. Well, this is it. We are now in the last few minutes before lights out here in Berlin. Will Oliver Rowland write his name etched in the Formula E World Championship trophy? Do join us to find out.
Pascal Wehrlein, the 2024 Formula E World Champion! Nelson Piquet Jr., the champion of Formula E! the Formula E champion! First champion again, first driver to defend his title. Antonio Felix da Costa is the Green Super Champion. Stoffel Van Dorn is the World Champion. Jack Dennis, Formula E World Champion!
I've always dreamt of being on that podium in Mexico, to be honest.
Oliver Rowland takes his second win of season 11.
There's an evolution in this.
Had a 1-2 in Monaco.
The most important thing about the season is to be consistent.
He seems untouchable.
And again, it is Oliver Rowland who takes victory. A championship on the line, and one driver on the precipice of greatness. That's why I'm wearing the crown.
Is it championship decider day here in Berlin once more? Oliver Rowland just needs to outscore his rivals by 8 points, and he is the Season 11 champion. Welcome to the 2025 Hankook Berlin EPrix. It's our second race here at Tempelhof this season, and we're in for an extraordinary one. Today, it's dry, and we've got Pascal Wehrlein on pole position with Dan Ticktum alongside after a crazy qualifying that was just starting to rain out. Berlin is a old airfield with massive historical reference as well, but we've had many a different layout around here. It's one of the only circuits on the calendar that's been here since season 1, and we've raced here more than any other. Attack mode is down at turn 2 on the outside line from the hairpin. The rejoin right on the racing line sometimes causes a bit of issue. 3 and 4 is a loop chicane before heading down into the hairpins at 6 and 7, where yesterday Oliver Rowland cost himself a 3-place grid penalty for causing contact. Yesterday, Wehrlein, Costa and Freins proved how crucial it is for an overtake when you're in the 350 kilowatts per hour. Another hairpin follows, a bit wider open at 9 and 10 before you back onto the old start-finish straight before looping into turns 12, 13 and 14, a triple apex left-hander to finish out the lap. Well, this track is awesome, and we are all set for what is going to be, I think, a unique experience here at Tempelhof. Let's check with how they line up on the starting grid then from back to front. Lucas de Grassi had a horrific accident this morning. It seems so long ago, doesn't it, at 8:15? Straight into the wall. He starts at the back alongside is Sergio Setikamara, who has a grid penalty. Nick Cassidy lines up 20th alongside Felipe Djokovic. He's 19th on the grid. Jean-Eric Verne lines up 18th alongside Sebastian Buemi in 17th. Jay Dennis is 16th and Sam Bird in 15th, an all-British 8th row of the grid. Moving forward with Zane Maloney in 14th, and Maximilian Gunther with a grid penalty lines up 13th. 12th on the grid for David Beckman. Jake Hughes lines up in 11th. We welcome you up to the commentary box where Ed Hunter has the cars ready on the grid. It's Eduardo Mortara starting up in 10th position on the grid, followed by Mitch Evans lining up in P number 9. 8th on the grid goes to Oliver Rowland with a grid penalty. Let's see what he can do as well. Can it be championship day for him? He's alongside Taylor Barnard starting 7th. Stoffel Van Dorn starts on row 3 in 6th position for Maserati. He's alongside Nico Muller in the Andretti Formula E, lining up 5th on the grid. Robin Freins lines up in P4 on the 2nd row. Watch out for him in a wet race yesterday. He was fast. What can he do here in a dry race down to turn 1? Antonio Felix da Costa lines up on P3. And if you're wondering why he doesn't have a car, we'll get to that in a second. Dan Ticktum lines up 2nd. And with the car, it's Pascal Wehrlein on pole position once more this season for the TAG Heuer Porsche. And they line up on the grid. Oliver Rowland on 172 points, Wehrlein 125, Barnard on 104, Ed Hunter, welcome to the box. This is possibly championship day. All he needs is 8 points, but that's easier said than done, as proven yesterday.
Well, he needs 11 points on Wehrlein to win it today, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he needs to be, 58 points ahead of everybody to win the championship mathematically today. But yeah, it was interesting interviews yesterday. Robin Freins sounded very, very downbeat to come away with nothing. I thought he was very unlucky yesterday. And yeah, I've never heard a driver sound more pessimistic. But to be fair, Robin tends to be a quite downbeat character. So we'll have to see if he can lift himself back up. He certainly qualified well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Robin going for the win today. But yeah, ticked him up front with Wehrlein. Wehrlein will want to save a bit of energy in these early phases. It could get very Peloton-esque.
Remember, it's 38 laps. There's no pit boost. This is a straight run to the end. Are you ready? Then we shall begin. Extinguish the green lights. Activate the reds. 1 light now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out in Berlin. It's a good start from Verline. Tictum's going to come across, and what a start from Robin Fright. Pulls out to the inside line. He's going to have to defend as well from DaCosta. Coming on the outside, there goes Nico Muller, but Barnard's going to force him on the inside line.
Tictum going for the lead.
Tictum's on the inside line. Can he get the traction to 3 and 4? No. Verline shut the door on him. Hughes and Vern in a battle. Tictum stays second. Verline leads, and Roland's past Mortara. So it's pretty much status quo as they head down towards the braking zone for the hairpin for the first time.
Yeah, I've forgotten about Evans' grid penalty. That's why I have Mortara ahead of him on the grid. There we go. DaCosta back up the inside. And it looks like Muller side by side with Taylor Barnard on exit as well. And Roland so desperate not to get taken out in another incident here. He's got to be careful here as it's free wide in front of him. Taylor Barnard up the inside of Muller and Frines.
And that is now just literally Roland watching on. Doesn't want to do anything. Doesn't want to get involved. He knows where his priorities lie today. Frines gets ahead, but Barnard's coming back through on the inside, and Barnard's into third. Stunning move. 2 into 1 in the last corner. Lap 1 complete. Verline leads Tictum Barnard.
Yeah, but is Barnard using more energy to do this at this phase of the race? I would love to know that. But yeah, anyways, we see now Frines going around the outside the Costa, and it looks like Roland trying to do likewise on Nico Muller. But again, the traction's not there, and the more he gets stuck here, the more Mortara can close back in behind him as well. So this is not really working out for Roland. But yeah, for Taylor Barnard, up 4 positions from where he started, and he's now to defend from Robin Frines. So this is the where he sort of feels the pain of using all that energy on the first lap there.
Trying to send it round the outside line is Frines. Barnard's going defensive. Remember what he did here in Berlin a couple of years ago. He likes this circuit. He enjoys it, and he's running well now in third place behind Dan Tictum. He's ticked him off for a second win. He versus Verline now at the moment, but we all remember what happened in Indonesia when Verline was a little bit in the walls as they come through as well. Frines in fourth, DaCosta
Roland's a bit
fifth.
further back this time.
That is true, yeah. He's not going to punt him this time. But Roland's still in 7th position behind Muller, and now you can already see, you said just before the lights went out then, it's going to be Peloton-esque. And it is, because we've still got the attack modes, but no one was to go for them just yet. Status quo.
Oh, Beckman's going for it.
What's he taken? 4 and 4, so he's gone for the split strategy down the middle.
And Beckman was in P9 as well. He actually had a really decent qualifying, so that's really good to see. Can David Beckman get his first points in Formula E at home? That would be quite the story. But here's Roland at the moment. This would not be enough for the championship. Up the inside goes Frines into 7 and 8, and there we go. He's ahead of Taylor Barnard. Now DaCosta fancies around at him as well.
Don't worry about the driver tracker and information. That will return shortly. It always does this on the opening laps because it can't handle the amount of transponders in 1 second. Roland side by side now. He's trying to pass Muller. Muller's on the outside line. Tictum and Verline. I think that's just a sensor issue as well, but it could be wrong because that up there, is that DaCosta having a go? Yeah, it's DaCosta trying to pass Barnard. Frines is returning to 3rd position as they come over the line to try and have more traction. Oh, that's close, but Roland has to back out of it, otherwise he lost his front wing end plate.
I thought Nico Miller was going to feed Oliver Roland into the wall there. We also see ABB on the Formula E Zone stream has said stuck, so it's buffering over there. So well, I might have to tell him to switch over to the Josh Birch one. But anyway, Muller and Frines side by side. Muller's trying to go around the outside. He should be able to do this one. Yeah, there we go. Nico Muller onto the podium. Remember, he's had such bad luck this season missing out on podiums. Nico Muller will be desperate to take this one. Taylor Barnard, loses out, and it's free wide in front of them.
That's going to be chaotic. Roland has him flashbacks as Beckman comes back to the inside line. Barnard's dropped back a couple of places. Sam Bird as well is now trying to move up into 12th. He's battling with Zane Maloney. Barnard's down to 8th. As Dan Tictum is going to have the accelerator here as Roland's clipping every curb. Yeah, the buffering should have stopped now. It was just because the amount of transponders, the Formula E timing systems can't handle it. And it does freeze on lap 2, but it always comes back on lap 4. So it's just a standard thing. Don't worry, it's back now working. As you see, it's catching up dramatically. And Dan Tictum, according to my timing monitor, he's pulling to the outside line and takes the lead of the race. Tictum leads in Berlin. And look at Beckman.
And look, Beckman in attack mode is now up to 4th, right behind the 2 Porsches. So it is all our top 4 positions of Porsche powertrains. The Kira's using year-old ones, of course. Yeah, Verline, DaCosta very much waiting their turn. Now, you do sense that maybe there's a bit of team orders between the two Porsches where DaCosta's been told not to attack their line. As look at this, actually, Beckman is sort of stuck behind. That's allowing Frines to try and go back around the outside here.
Beckman might have a go.
Beckman is really going to lose out once everyone else uses their attack modes as he passes DaCosta, or tries to anyway.
He's having a look, isn't he? He's had a sniff as Roland tries to look around the outside this time of Muller. He can't switch back to the inside. I think Beckman is now going to have a run. They're all swapping around the timing screen. Now, there he goes. Beckman's going to make the move on DaCosta at least on the inside line, and he makes it up into third position. So Verline still in second. Tictum leads this race as they come out to the kink at 15 to start lap 6 of 38. Tictum, Verline, Beckman, DaCosta have got side by side already. On the back straight, is that
Maloney Mortara.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. And Maloney into 10th. Mortara. Bird's going through.
Beckman up to second, past Verline, so it's now a Cooper Kiro 1-2 here.
Kiro are going to be...
That is quite insane.
Screenshot! Just 1-2. That's very unusual for them to be this high
surely
up.
40 seconds left. Tictum might have to let Beckman through here as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the case. He's not thinking too much, but Beckman can't be held up as there's a move going on there as Roland's under pressure again.
He's going around the outside of Muller.
Yeah,
Muller's defended very, very well here.
I think he dived to the inside to go defensively. He's right, Ed. Beckman's let Tictum the other way around. Tictum's let Beckman through. Yeah. I caught myself in that one.
Beckman position man. There we go.
So Beckman leads. This is what happens. Oh, hang on. DaCosta and Verline still doing a bit of ding-dong. DaCosta's past Verline.
Not necessarily.
Is he?
I think so.
Timing screen said he had. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
TV pictures. Thank you very much for not putting this on television. Up the inside, the two were ding-dong in practice one. DaCosta, by the way, every time it's been a practice session this weekend, he's ended up in the wall. Had a wheel fall off earlier on this morning. It was quite funny.
He did, yeah. Yeah, this is interesting now. So is the idea for DaCosta to attack the Cooper Kiros?
Tictum's
and then
for
Verline to save a bit of energy. Oh, here we go. Beckman getting defensive. DaCosta on the outside. It's a wall of bright yellow Cooper Kiros all in DaCosta's way here. It's Tictum and Beckman side by side.
If Alvis Beckman let Tictum through and defend against DaCosta, that's exactly
there we go.
This is like the Jaguars a couple of years ago. Do you remember when they were just leading at the front? They were doing the same thing. They're using the same tactics.
They did this at Monaco very, very well, didn't they, Jaguars?
Yeah. Same tactics, same time as they come back through once more.
DaCosta's already past Beckman, though, into the final couple of corners.
Beckman leading out of attack now. We'll stay patient.
Yeah,
so they're staying patient, basically. They know where...
Well, the thing was, that was what he did yesterday, though. He stayed patient, and then, when the safety car had the opportunities opened up, he got way too excited. Beckman's being shuffled back now. Both the Porsches are through, and now Robin Frines is nipping at his heels as well.
Yeah, as they come through, just double checking the wet stream is okay. As their 6 hours of Sao Paulo starts soon. Tictum now and DaCosta moving up as they go into the braking zone. Round the outside, Robin Frines trying to move on David Beckman. Beckman goes in super late on the brakes, almost runs into the back of Verline. And Beckman was forced into that there. Frines goes through on Beckman. It's just literally just hold on to a position and try and hold it. As Roland, he's going to get sick of this Andretti soon. It's the same livery type, kind of what we have the Nissan with the same colour scheme, but he's going to get sick of the sight of the back of it.
I remember there being that much blue on the Nissan at the back, but never mind. I see what you mean. The cherry blossom does make the Nissan stand out a bit more, to my mind. But yeah, Roland. The problem is that they're in the same positions. He doesn't want to go for attack mode yet because A, it'd be too early, and B, he's still got Taylor Barnard right behind him as there we go. Looks like Pascal Verline's retaken the lead. DaCosta's letting through and he's gotten past Tictum as well. And now DaCosta is trying to have a go at Tictum, but he's not quite able to get the overlap out of turn 2.
Yeah, peloton style with just team tactics at the front. That's exactly what you need. And Tictum's lost his rear gunner as well because Beckman's down in 5th
but
place.
Crucially, Tictum's now not making a big hole in the air for everybody else, although he pushes to the outside. And he goes side by side with DaCosta. So yeah, Verline not escaping yet. That's the problem when you're leading. You've got to sort of save energy at this early phase of the race to make sure you don't run out. Around the outside, it's Tictum side by side with Pascal Verline. but it's like neither of them want to lead at the moment.
No, and that's the thing. It's because you don't want to have the wasted energy at the front because no regen. 3 wide to the braking zone. Hard on the brakes, and there goes Da Costa taking second place away on the inside line. Now that must be a plan for attack mode.
Roland!
But Roland's on the inside, but Muller's there too. And Roland's jumped them both.
That's a double move from Roland.
Muller was trying to attack Beckman. Roland saw the opportunity and dive bombs it up into 5th place to come across the line. Is anyone going to go for a time match? It's like lap 1 of the race. They're all side by side to the first corner.
Oh, Frines, they're going to squeeze Da Costa. Oh, just about avoided that one, yeah. But now Roland is having a go at the Portuguese driver then.
That's tight.
Into turn 3, and Frines has got the inside on Tictum.
And Muller's back on the inside line of Roland, so he's going to have the slipstream down towards the braking zone now. Side by side, hard on the brakes, we go into turn number 7 and 8, and Roland knows he's got to hold it back. Beckman's around the outside, and there comes Mitch Evans, more tyres in the 2. Roland puts his foot down. He's not going to be squeezed out this time, and he gets back up into 5th position. The timing screens changing dramatically, and there's wheel contact between Roland and Muller. And Beckman back up the inside.
That wasn't wise by Muller. It's opened the door for Taylor Barnard now in the McLaren powered by Nissan. Up the inside of the final complex. Is there going to be enough space for both of them? Just about. It is going to be Taylor Barnard that gets the inside, though.
Side by side over the line as we take a look at the team principal down there at Nissan. 28 laps to go, and he says, get back to the race. We're on the outside, 3 wide in the braking zone. That's going to be time for Robin Frines. He's the meat in the sandwich, and they just all make it through.
Let's make sure we keep it efficient.
Yeah, back up, back up.
Let's make sure we don't take each other out as side-by-side still between Da Costa and Tictum. Is Da Costa going to feed Tictum into the wall like he did Hughes yesterday? Oh, no, actually, he tapped Hughes around, didn't he? In wet conditions, admittedly. But there we go, Da Costa dive bombing Tictum. Oh, but that's going to compromise his exit. Surely they're still side-by-side, and Dan Tictum is going to get the inside into the 8 and 9 hairpin.
Late on the brakes, keeps it through, and now he'll feel Da Costa out wide, and he's done so. Through goes Tictum back into second position then, and now Frines having a go to have a look on the back, but it was a bit deceptive there. It looked like Frines was going to have a go, but now we come down from the helicopter camera. There is Roland in 5th.
Evans passed Muller for 7th, so yeah, Mitch Evans is on the move here. The drag powertrains look pretty decent at this phase.
The only good news is that Muller has now dropped back enough to stop being a threat to Roland, who was stuck with him for quite a lot of the race. Tictum's going to try him on the outside, and that's Verline just letting him through.
It didn't look like Verline was fighting that one particularly.
No. Just lifted off the throttle, and do you reckon he was trying to go for attack mode and couldn't get to it because Tictum was around the outside?
No, I don't think I need him to be going quite this early, other than Beckman, who we saw do the gamble there. Beckman's already down to 12th, by the way.
Yeah, failed that
clearly,
gamble.
his race pace has backfired a bit with the peloton. Going too early has left him a little bit vulnerable.
Roland?
Because he gained all that ground, got to the front, and then just got swallowed up again once the attack mode ran out.
Evans going to get through on Muller as well further back. I'm feeling a bit worried here as well about Roland. I think he's getting a bit too brave, throwing the car up the inside line. It is possibly championship decided.
I think that was justified. He made the move work. Taylor Barnard's having a little go at him into the back end of the final sector here. But as long as the pack's bunched together, Roland needs to sort of gain positions where he can, because if he wants to seal the title today, it's Verline that he's got to beat, essentially. And yeah, if he has someone like Tictum up front splitting them, that would be hugely beneficial to the 11-point swing he needs to seal it today. But yeah, Roland is playing the long game, like that message whose engineer suggested.
I mean, I kind of want him to wrap it up today, because that's the reason I haven't gone to Donington Park.
Laps. We are around 3% down on last cars of the queue.
I get a bit annoyed if I don't go to Donington for the World Superbikes and WCR, and Roland doesn't win the title. So come on, he's going to throw it on the inside of
he's having a go. Frines, yeah. Well, I sort of assumed that I wasn't going to London because you sort of said, oh, I'll sort out media access, and I've not heard anything. It's Taylor Barnard defending from Muller, and that's going to allow Mitch Evans to have a go around the outside. Let's hope Evans doesn't get fed into the wall here as he tries to repass Nico Muller. He's got the traction around the outside on this abrasive concrete, and it's actually Muller that takes the inside line and retakes the position.
Yeah, well, I would have done London if it wasn't for the fact that nobody turns up anymore to help out. So I've sort of been boxed in to have to stay. So, yeah, anyway, more about that later.
Speaking of boxed in.
Yeah, look at this. 2 Porsches trying to have a go with Tictum as well at the front. And now we've got Frines just waiting behind. But the 2 Porsches are literally doing the old Top Gear style. Side by side, trying to hold everybody else from stopping overtaking them. It's giving Tictum the breathing advantage. Now got a 1/10 of a second advantage.
Yeah, that's minuscule, though. and you do sense that Tictum, while he's very, very quick, it's the factory Porsches that maybe got the efficiency advantage. Taylor Barnard trying to go back up the inside of Roland. Very nearly takes him out there. That was really deep on the brakes for the Englishman there. But yeah, Taylor Barnard, of course, not going to be intimidated. He scored his first points here a year ago. How far he's come as Muller gets forced wide. That allows Taylor Barnard back up the inside.
So now it could be that he would be increasing pace. We're in a good position there. So that's Tictum going forward, trying to break out a gap.
It's Pascal Wehrlein being told that, yes. So the Porsche cars are all going that little bit faster, building it up, hoping they don't run out of energy. That's a little bit squirrely on exit there from Roland, and that's going to allow Taylor Barnard, that we were right on board the nose cone of, to try and challenge, as we see Robin Freins trying to go around the outside of Wehrlein as he's past Acosta. So yeah, Freins starting to spoil the Porsche party here.
Yeah, so Freins up into what is now third place. He's going to be on the back of Wehrlein as they head down in towards the 6-7 hairpin and dive on the inside line. Wehrlein's going to retake the lead as well. Is Freins going to get the underneath traction or try and swap back to Tictum down in towards 8 and 9? He's going to be in the traction, try and do so. Wrong time for a full screen replay, Formula E director. And this is Barnard just nearly touching
get
side
well
to
over
Roland.
the curve. Look at this. Look at the right-hand side. He notices he's going to be side by side, gets as far over the curve as he can without hitting the concrete. And yeah, just about survives that one.
Freins is through. Freins is through to second place. So they're going to crush. He's cut through on the inside at 15. Go on.
Yeah, there we go. So Robin Freins desperate to get a win under his belt. It's been a long time since his last victory as well. And he was so dejected after yesterday. Da Costa now diving late around the outside, almost to distract Freins from attacking his teammate. And Roland is just watching the top four bicker in front of him like rats in a sack at the moment, and he's just waiting for the right moment to strike.
So you have 1% more than all three cars ahead of you, 2% more than Pascal, 1 less than Taylor behind. Energy good.
Energy good. Very nicely done then.
He's been saving more energy in the pack than Wehrlein has leading, so this looks very good for Roland.
He's now watching as Tictum and Da Costa have been doing battling. Tictum's trying to go on the outside of Freins. Now Roland's got an inside McLaren again. That's going to be close. Barnard side by side again. Has to take more tighter angle coming into turn 9. And now we swing it back into 12, 13, 14. The sweeping triple left. And look at that. Evans got forced out wide there. Da Costa's repassed Tictum. Over the line we go.
That was Evans going for a move on Taylor Barnard. He's going for these round the outside moves. It's not the favourable corner at the final couple of corners, 11 and 12. As we look at this, Roland early on the brakes. That allows Taylor Barnard to challenge briefly around the outside, but it's because Roland knew the pack was going to bunch up ahead of him. Tictum going back around the outside to defend from Da Costa. Taylor Barnard has gone up the inside of Roland as well, so the concertina effect is very much playing out here. Tictum very, very nearly squeezes Da Costa in the wall before letting off the throttle.
Light on the brakes!
Dive bomb from Roland!
3 wide into the hairpin and Roland takes 2. That's fantastic from Ollie Roland. He's going to move ahead, but now we've got a real battle because we've got Tictum and... Well,
Barnard going for P2.
He's taking it.
Da Costa.
So Barnard cuts back on the inside line. It's happening everywhere at the moment. They're all moving around. Haven't even taken their attack mode yet. And it's still so chaotic to try and work out what's going on. 18 of 38 here. Over the line. Wehrlein, Barnard, Da Costa, Freins, Roland, Tictum, Evans, Muller, Verne, Mortar, the top 10. Even that changes to Tictum now. Back ahead of Ollie Roland as they come over the line.
Yeah, and
there's
the
a
longer
dive
they
bomb.
will leave it. Whoa! Look at how late, or compared to everybody else, Roland was on that occasion. And now we see Taylor Barnard trying to snatch the race lead from Pascal Wehrlein, but does he want it
Evans!
just yet? Oh, Evans going around the outside of Roland as well. It felt like Tictum was almost pushing the Nissan along there.
He was, look, Tictum's got a bit of wing damage as well on the front, so he has pushed somebody around earlier on. He's got a little bit of a crack in the nose cone. 3 wide into the hairpin. Roland's taking the extreme inside line. He's trying to get past Evans at the front. Wehrlein still leads. Barnard's holding off Da Costa quite well as we head down in towards 8 and 9. Once more, the top 3 line astern. It's Da Costa trying to go around the outside of Freins. That's bringing Roland with him and Tictum. And then on the inside, you've got Muller as well trying to get through.
Yeah, I just want to briefly put your attention on Nick Cassidy, who's been right at the back of the pack and saving energy. And now he's starting to make up places towards the top 16. He's right behind Stoffel Van Dorn at the moment. So both Jaguars using a similar strategy, and Evans has gotten up to 5th in all of this.
Over the line we come then, and here comes Taylor Barnard. Pulls to the outside line to try and get ahead. Late on the last breakers, the two Porsches going to go side by side. On the undercut, through on the inside line, beautifully done. Barnard takes the lead of the race. We all come through at the exit. And there's a yellow flag at turn 2.
Oh, Evans past Frines. That's up to P4 for Jaguar.
Sorry, safety car out of the race has gone Sebastian Buemi. His weekend goes from bad to worse. Buemi has stopped. Is that a red car?
There he is. Don't think so. I think it's just come to a halt.
It's safety car, not red flag, so that's a little bit of an interesting gambit now. How long till we run before that safety car? We know it's coming. Frines trying to get through on the inside line of Evans. Evans back ahead. Roller's dropped down to 7th, but safety car's out now and all halting positions as we come through.
Yeah. Oh, and you've got to feel for Mortara because he had gone into attack mode, had just gotten up to 5th and was hoping to snatch a lead, but the safety car could not have been timed worse. On the flip side, for Taylor Barnard, that's worked out beautifully now because he can save energy in the lead under the safety car.
So they hold it back once more under the safety car as we will continue to push through. Lap 20 then, and of 38, Barnard leading this race.
Right, so if it ended this way, Verline 3rd, Roland 7th, it would definitely continue on.
London.
The gap would go down from 47 points. What would it be between Roland and Verline? 7th place
38.
is... 7th place is 6 points. 3rd place is 15 points. That'd be a 9-point swing. Yeah, you're right, 38 points, I think.
That was quick mental maths from me, and I was glad I was right. But when we're still in the car, let's take a look then at what happened. I hope it's not
doesn't
a red
just
car.
shut down suddenly. So yeah, this is the move from Barnard.
So we're looking further back. There he is, coming into Kilton now.
Oh, lucky Muller didn't get squeezed there. I think that's happened about 3 or 4 times. There's been 2 cars either side of him.
There he is.
And there we go. It's slowed down on the run into turn 1. Because he's pulled immediately to the inside.
This is Barnard's on board to take the lead of the race. So undercuts both Porsches. That was fantastic.
Oh, that was brilliant racecraft there. He saw that, knew there was going to be a small gap on the inside, waited for them all to run out wide to the racing line, and just immediately took it there. So yeah, Barnard planned that one ahead.
A quick power cycle, so P1, P0. The leaders are at the finish line, and it is safety car, so we have time.
Well, he's out of the car, so I assume that didn't work.
So it's not a red car, though, because you didn't do the jump.
Yeah. It was something that Dennis suffered yesterday was an inverter failure, which is why he couldn't get off the grid.
Marigolds. Is it red? I hope not. Usually the FIA get a signal if it's red.
The fact that Buemi's walked back in, they haven't had to get the electrical safety blankets out, tells me it's not a red car.
I hope it's not, because that's the last thing I need right now with 21 of 38. This is going quite similar.
They're not going to put Seb back in the car. No. He's gotten out, that's it.
He's out of the race.
What I assume they've got to do now is figure out how to get the car behind the barriers. He has stopped right in front of a gap, luckily, so you would think this wouldn't be too long one. They've got the medical car out just to check on Seb. Should be another lap, and then we should be done here.
It's in this lap, you're right, Ed. So it was just a power cut failure. There's no red car. We can continue this race.
Could be the inverter fail, because that was exactly what happened to Dennis yesterday, why he didn't get off the grid at all. He got it going a little bit, but the inverter was gone, so he was just running on fumes, essentially.
Why is it that we're seeing so many power failures this year than any other? The switch to 350 kilowatt of energy has just killed it.
Well, I think originally there were sort of supply issues just before the Gen 3 started, and now I think maybe there's a sense of Gen 3 Evo with the extra power as part of it, but also these cars have just been in service for 3 seasons now, and I think they're just starting to get a bit long in the tooth. It seems to happen quite quickly in Formula E that after about 2 seasons, the cars are a bit old and past it, even with this Gen 3 Evo update, which is really just the 4-wheel drive being turned on and the new front wing.
Think about adjusting settings and think about everything you can do to help efficiency with all those laps in the lead.
That's Verline going to try and take it. But yeah, as you say, we were pushing Gen 2 at the end, weren't we? After a couple of seasons of that.
Look at Taylor Barnard's energy, 53 compared to the Costa 51. Verline 50 as they go back up to racing speeds here. Andy Evans has been saving a lot as well. Porsche could be in trouble here.
Well, we've got to use both of the attack modes because we're running out of laps, of course. So that I don't think that would have added a lap to the distance. So let's have a look.
17 laps to go.
Yeah.
So it should be about 17, 18 laps left, roughly.
Last lap, yeah, I think we'd have an extra
Barnard
one
going
lap.
for attack mode.
Barnard takes it. So that puts now Costa into the lead of the race. But Barnard's going to have the traction to sweep back through. This is Taylor Barnard's race in his hand. He's done an amazing job. Could he be on for his first ever race win in Formula E as he breezes past both Porsches in just like they were standing still? Beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. Well, they knew it wasn't really worth Kamikaze getting the brakes to fight because Barnard would be getting through sooner or later. So surely Taylor Barnard has got to take advantage of this and disappear into the distance until that attack mode runs out, and then he can start saving energy again.
He's doing it. You're right. He is doing exactly that as they come through. As the racing goes on once more into the triple last corner as we go on. Back on the accelerator, over the line to start lap 23 of this race. Barnard leading. Is anyone else going to go for the attack mode coming into it this time? The two Porsches side by side into the braking zone and diving up the inside. Here comes Mitch Evans out of nowhere, also in the battle as well. Side by side at the exit now. Push your battle down and in attack mode. There's contact. Hang on a minute, we've got a yellow flag. The safety car's out again. Muller and Bird have hit each other.
Oh dear.
Muller is out.
Just as well nobody else went for attack mode, but that's actually really bad for Taylor Barnard.
And targets, we can underconsume slightly.
Yeah, but the safety car's out because Muller's rear-ended Bird. Bird's out of the race.
He's gone out of it. It looks like Muller will be able to carry on because this is reversing, as we're still seeing the safety car has come out on the timing screen, but not in the actual race yet. So because of that minute delay for TNT. So yeah, there we go. DaCosta and Evans side by side, and it looks like DaCosta just about held on there, crucially.
It's only 20 seconds, but it feels like an eternity.
So Taylor Barnard's lost essentially 2 minutes of that first attack mode. They still got a second one to play with.
But so do the others.
Well, the others have got 2 now. So keeping your powder dry is actually really advantageous at this phase.
What a weird rate. Oh, that's Boemi's car. That was been pushed out. Bird's now going to join him down there.
He's gone in the infield section, where the plane is.
Well, hop a flight, get out of here. That's what he's been thinking of today. Not been the great weekend for Sam. And that's a puncture and probably...
Ooh, it sounds very rough for Muller there. So yeah, so clearly there was contact between him and Bird. It ended with Muller somehow stuck behind Bird despite getting a rear puncture.
I think there's been 3. I think there's somebody else involved in that. Someone's hit the back of Muller, caused his puncture, and then hit Bird. I think there's 3. I want to see a replay if we've got it.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the puncture happened early and that was why Muller was struggling.
Because there's no there's no reason why he would have that puncture if Bird's ahead of him. Because Bird, I saw that when they made contact, it was Bird ahead in the attack mode zone and Muller was behind. So I don't know where
surely now, Josh, this is Verline's race to lose now because he's got the attack mode advantage over Barnard.
Yeah, let's have a look at Muller. So this is the onboard. So he's down to the break zone. We'll look further back. They've gone on the exit of turn 2. So look, Bird just runs out
they're
wide.
both going for attack mode. That's what happened. They've come together, both going for attack mode, and then Nico Miller's just gone straight on into the back of Sam Bird. It was very weird because it looked like Bird went for it, and then Muller was trying to avoid him around the outside.
No, they've already got punctures.
There they are.
They've already made contact. Bird's hit
so
Muller.
It looks like Sam's car shut down. He was so unlucky
No,
yesterday.
No, Ed, look. Bird's hit Muller on the way. Muller's turned into him on the straight.
Oh, there we go.
And that's why Bird's ahead.
Right.
Bird's front right has hit the rear left of Muller, and the cars have just shut down.
So there wasn't a third car involved. They were just, And then poor Nico, who's already got the puncher, sees Sam slowing down in front of him. I'm not sure why Sam slows down.
That's weird. He's thinking, what?
And he's like, come on, get out of the way.
And Bird's straight out of the car.
Yeah. Oh, he's angry at him.
But yeah, okay. Muller did kind of cross him on the start straight.
Maybe he feels Muller slowed down suddenly when he was defending.
Is the suspension broken? Let's have a look on board. So watch. Muller's ahead. Bird's on board. Bird goes for it. Muller then just chains into him. And,
Oh, it's like a tiny touch as well. And I wonder, ooh. Yeah, he says to get out of attack. His front right is gone. Yeah, there we go. So that's why Bird comes to a stop, because he knows he can't get back to the pits.
Well,
and unfortunately, Nico Muller, with his own puncher, can't steer out of the way as well very easily.
Oh, Sam throws his gloves.
What a horrible weekend for Sam. He missed out on a point by 1/10 of a second because of the pit boost failing on him in the first race. And now he's out of this one. So, yeah, it's not been the greatest end to Sam Bird's Formula E career. And I think that's a huge shame because Sam is such an accomplished driver, won a number of races in the early seasons. And he said, look, I don't want to end my Formula E career. But unfortunately, because McLaren are pulling out, it's a decision that's been taken out of his hands. So, yeah, Zach Brown is sort of ruining Sam's career at the moment.
I don't think the suspension was broken for Sam Bird. We'll get Jack Giamano to have a word with him.
I think his spirit was broken, that's for sure.
But I think he could have gone back to the pit lane. There's no reason why he couldn't. There's no suspension broken. You have 3 other
It would have been
wheels.
difficult because the tyre was about to fall off the rim. So, yeah, there almost certainly would have been suspension damage had he continued.
I think he could have tried. I think that was a very...
He had a left-hand corner coming up and no right tyre to turn with. So
Still got a left.
It would have been painful, and there would have been a safety car regardless. So, yeah, Taylor Barnard just unlucky here. But, yeah, this could be a very difficult restart for McLaren. One car down, another car looking vulnerable in the lead, but he has got the energy advantage. That's the one thing in Taylor Barnard's favour now.
So, Roland where is he now? 7th position as we get ready for the restart to come through.
Well, Cassidy has got 51%. That's pretty impressive down in P12. So Cassidy's going to keep moving forward here as well.
Barnard leads, but he's attack mode down as we restart this race and pray that there's just a good run. We will have 2 added laps to this race at bare minimum at the moment as we come in towards the braking zone. DeCosta's going to go for attack mode straight away. Verlain's going to try and cover off his teammate. In comes as well Frines, Roland and Jean-Eric Verne. Van Dorn in there as well, all taking it. 2 minutes for Verlaine, 4 minutes for Frines, Roland and Jean-Eric Verne and Van Dorn and De Grassi.
Well, they've sort of got to get it out of the way now because they're running out of time in the race. There's only a certain amount of energy that they have to have in the battery before they're not allowed to use it, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, less than 10%. They can't use attack mode.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, well, they're at 40%. Now's the time to strike then. But, yeah, we see Mortara, having run out of his first one earlier, is now another car that Roland and Frines and Verlaine will have to pass here. They've cleared Tictum. Verlaine has just cleared Mortara and now it's Frines' turn. Of course, Roland and Frines might start fighting each other before they catch Mortara here.
Out onto the start-finish straight we come once again. The sun shining here at Tempelhof as fastest lap comes from Mitch Evans. But Frines is coming in as well for an attack round the outside. There we go again into the attack mode. So that's going to be Verlaine back to second. DaCosta, hang on a minute. DaCosta went for it. Did he not get it?
I think he didn't go for it. It was Verlaine you're thinking if he went.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. That's a long lap then.
Oh, DaCosta's crucially right out ahead of Roland as well.
Sorry, the graphic wasn't up for who was in attack mode, so I completely forgot that Verlaine already had it. I should be looking at my other monitor to come through. Barnard, he's going to be under pressure here because Verlaine's right on the back of him, coming down towards the hairpin at 8 and 9. He's going to try and go for it.
Verlaine's about to run out. He's got 30 seconds left, though. And look at this, DaCosta up the inside of Mortara. Mortara goes a little bit wide. Roland, nearly gets squeezed at the apex there. And here comes Verlaine for the lead.
In the inside line, and Verlaine leads in Berlin. Now can Frines. Barnard's just got to hold on and hope he doesn't go much for Roland. Front tyre touching to the rear. And that Mahindra of Mortara is everywhere. Yeah, I thought he did. I was looking and it was vibrating like crazy.
Yeah, so this isn't too bad for Barnard because Verlaine's just ran out, but here comes Frines up the inside looking to spoil the day for McLaren once again. And so, yeah, Brian's still got 2 minutes left. He might transfer that for the lead. Evans is nearly getting squeezed into the wall by Roland.
That's going to be tight then. Roland's got the inside line, and he's got less attack mode than DaCosta, but he's got Barnard who's sort of just playing chicken in the middle of the road. Pulls to the inside line, so Barnard's dropped back, I think, into about 9th now on that run. He's behind Mortara for certain. Let's have a look. He's behind Verne, so he's 7th. Mortara didn't... No, he is side by side with Mortara. Mortara's backed out of it. And now he's cutting back to the inside line. Frines leads this race. Verlaine now starting to drop. Up now goes Evans. DaCosta's been swapping around as well. Yeah, Evans is in 2nd. DaCosta's third. Verline's going to get passed by Roland, and that's crucial for the World Championship. Roland is now ahead of Verline in this race, and now it's game on to wrap up the title with about 12 remaining.
Yeah, Verline's got another attack mode still to go. Side by side, it's Evans going for the lead on Frines.
Nicely done. Evans leads. Now, why is Frines not lifting off? He's got the four-wheel drive in the attack mode. Robin Frines is no stranger to how to race here in Berlin. He's competing more than any other. I think only Sam Bird's done the most. In fact, I think Bird's done them all. Thinking about it coming across, he didn't do that race a couple of years ago. And Frines is going to take the lead of the race on the inside line. Evans is going to be forced out towards the wall. They've still kept it in. And here comes Roland on the inside line. Roland's going to go for it. A Hail Mary on the inside line. He breaks lane. Roland takes the lead in Berlin. Roland leads. He's done it again. The same place he did 2 years ago. Roland leads.
That's a title winning position.
Because Verline is down in 6th place. That's more than 11. So this...
Yeah, but Verline's still got another attack mode to go. So, yeah, they all do pretty much. So once this runs out, they're going to immediately go into their next one. That's what I think Frines is about to do here. He's just run out, and Vern is in the same position as is Roland.
Look at the outside line for DaCosta. He's got another minute left in the attack mode. He's trying to get through, but messes it up. Roland keeps the lead. Yeah, and Evans goes back to 2nd place. Roland leads, and it's title advantage.
Oh, but he's out of attack mode, and Evans has still got 45 seconds left, and so too does DaCosta here, so this could get very, very tense.
Yep, gone for
Roland
it.
couldn't have gone for it because he had the Porsche on his outside there on that lap.
And Roland's going to try and go in deep as well, but Evans has got the outside line with the four-wheel drive. He'll get the traction and earlier speed up as well, down towards 8 and 9. He's going to pull to the outside line, and DaCosta's going to be right there as well. Evans is going to have the inside. Can he get it? No. But Roland's having to... Well, he's just got no drive at the exit.
From Evans.
Evans has taken it.
Yeah, it was only so much Roland could do there. He's got to go back into his final attack mode now.
Still keeping through on the inside line for an attack to try and have a go through as well. Don't know where that spike of energy came from as well for a second. As they come back through. Over the line.
Both the... Look at the Lolas. They're in 6th and 8th now. Yeah, so, yeah, DeGrassi and Maloney fighting away with the Cooper Kiros. And look at them side by side behind Robin Frines. Where have they come from in this race?
They have been cool, calm, and accelerated, and now they're side by side with each other. The Superman livery colours as well might just be what they need here to fly through. Berlin very heavily promoted for the film here this weekend. A lot of promotion in the region for the new movie, and I'm going to go see it. It looks great. As well as the F1 that breaks. 3 wide, so right now...
Maloney having a go.
Where's Verline dropped down to on the order? I can't find him.
He's the 13th at the moment, behind Hughes.
So right now is Roland's champion, correct, as things stand? Yes, he is.
Absolutely, I think. Yeah, 15 points.
Yeah.
Well, DaCosta would gain a little bit, but he was, like, quite a way down.
Roland's going for an attack.
67 points behind.
Roland's...
So he needs to be less than 58.
Roland's attacking. He's attacking Jean-Eric Verne, but they've all run out of attack mode, so it's level playing field now.
Burns through.
So when are we going to have this battle in towards the braking zone? Roland's got to go for an opportunity soon, and DaCosta's going to punch Evans out of the way. Verne's coming in. Roland's on the outside. Frines in there too. Watch out for Cassidy. He's got now, 2 attack modes left. He could really charge up the field, and he's got more power.
He's their first one, Cassidy, so he's going to clear Verline easily, you'd think. So Verline is saving his final attack mode for later on, interestingly.
But it's not going to work.
And here comes Evans to the outside later on into 7 and 8. Roland still having a go at Verne, and now Frines is caught back right up to him. And DeGrassi is part of this melee as well.
What it would be nice if Formula E just put up a little title that says title chance for Roland, not always having to do mental maths, as Jean-Eric Verne has got a great traction. He's already cleared Evans. Can he now clear DaCosta into the breakers over 3 wide mid-pack, including in that is also Pascal Verline. And now DaCosta takes the lead of the race, and Jean-Eric Verne is going to be on the attack through as well as they enter the start-finish straight. Verne is going to be right up behind them, and now we've got 4 wide on the max straight as well as Evans tries to go to the outside line, and there goes Verne on the inside, and Roland's trying a Hail Mary, and Roland's...
attack mode.
He's locked up. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Roland's in his last attack mode.
And Drugovic also goes in for Mahindra as well. So, yeah, Roland has got to make up these places. P4 is what he really needs if DaCosta wins this one. But if DaCosta doesn't win, then P5 or 6 should be enough.
Title chance.
Debris.
Yeah, that's from the earlier accident as well. Title chance.
It's a tyre.
Yeah.
Yeah, bits of the rubber that from Muller's car.
Yeah, Muller. Wait, is Muller back in this race? No, is he?
He is, yeah, look, there he is. He's in attack mode, and he's up to
fourth?
P4 at the moment. Well, he's about to run out here. Dennis has done the same, and he's right behind him, and now Roland's going to go up the inside of him as well.
So Muller is in 4th place, and now he's being battled with by Roland as well. What on earth was that? So Muller now could win this race despite being last at the end of the last safety car period. That's how crazy this race is.
He caused that safety car.
Yeah.
Changed tyres under the safety car, and then rejoined the back of the pack, went into attack mode.
And he's going for second. He's going for second.
No, that's Roland.
He's yeah, so Roland's going for second. Oh, hang on. That's Dennis.
Going for his last attack mode. Oh, and he's going to come out right behind Robin Frines.
Frines got one more to go, though. He's in 10th position at the moment. What a dramatic race this is turning out to be. And you know, I'm really annoyed that we're going to have the world champion and we're not going to be able to do anything with it because we've got to go off to Wimbledon as Roland round the outside and he's going to take the lead of the race. And Roland leads with title chance in Berlin.
Yeah, we don't know how many extra laps there are going to be as well. Could be 5 laps left in this one, I think.
Even though we're off air quickly today, join us tomorrow on Formula E Zone and on JB Motorsports for the Rookies Test, where we will analyse all of the championship conundrums that here and hear from our world champion as well.
Cassidy's
going to London.
up to P2. How's he managed that from the back of the grid?
That Jaguar's got something. Muller and Bird investigated after the race, so Muller's not going to get away with it.
Did you see the interview with Nick Cassidy, by the way? He was talking to Katie Fairman, and he had to sort of stop himself.
Yes.
He said something along the lines of, oh, it's a bit of a lottery how I can go from 2 seconds off in qualifying and then still get up to P5. He goes into attack mode, just comes out ahead of Da Costa there. So this is working out beautifully for Nick Cassidy.
And 3 wide into the braking zone. That's going to be close. Yes, I did see it, actually. We were going to try and play it this morning, but we got the session restarted in time, so we couldn't play it. But I did see it, yeah, when she was talking to Katie as well.
So Dennis and Cassidy, having saved energy so much at the start, look really good on energy. Sade Kamara as well.
25, 26. Yeah, so he's ahead. Roland's going to be champion.
I think Nick Cassidy can win this one now because he's got the attack mode advantage on Roland here. Roland knows P2
it's
would
enough.
Still be enough for the title. I don't know how Drugovic has gone up to 3rd as well. That's insane, too.
He said, watch me today. This will be the day I prove out what I can do in Formula E. Discounted yesterday with the penalties he got for that car.
It wasn't really his fault yesterday.
No, well, speeding the pit lane was, but no, I agree with you. Cassidy's taken the lead on Roland, and it's 3 added laps. Wow.
There we go, right. That's quite a number. So, yeah, it'd be interesting if once Cassidy runs out, whether Roland can catch back up to him. But I think we're about to see the move happen on stream.
Every attack mode coming through. So it's only Van Dorn and Gunther's in the pits. Gunther's out of the race, I think. There's Cassidy leading.
It looked like Gunther was getting squeezed out by Muller and Frines early on. But yeah, Robin Frines is going to be very annoyed the way this one has worked out as Dennis is all over the back of Drugovic, who's about to run out in the next 27 seconds here.
So, Roland now is in 2nd place, but it's enough for the championship as things stand. Verline is in 11th, and he's going to try and charge through, but I don't think he's going to be making that big of a movement. We'll keep an eye on it as it goes. Remember, 11 points more, but the way it's going, I think we could be going to London.
Well, 11 points more than Verline. Da Costa and Barnard, he had even less that he needed to gain on them today. It was like 4 or 5 points. As look at this in the background, Dennis gets up the inside of Drugovic and steals the podium away from the Brazilian.
Would he like to do it at home, or would he like to do it here today in Berlin? That's a stupid answer, because I think everyone's going to know when you want to do it. But Dennis is on the attack mode. He's got 45 seconds left, and now Roland slips back to 3rd place. And he's under
no point
attack.
playing that one.
Yeah, it's enough still, but I'm worried about Verline. No, Verline's not going to move.
Verline's P11, so he's right behind Sade Kamara. Sade Kamara's actually got quite a lot of energy that he's saved up as well, so that could be a problem for him making positions. Da Costa is having to defend from Evans. Both have got 2.5 minutes of attack mode, but they're stuck in the pack. Here comes Vern. Vern has got quite a lot of attack mode. He went in the same time as Cassidy. So yeah, Vern should be easily for Roland down this straight, but P4 again would still be enough for Roland at the present moment.
Yeah, because Verline now breaks inside the top 10, so we're starting to lose out on points. Vern goes for it round the outside and takes Roland. So Roland now goes to 4th. Drugovic and Barnard have swapped places. Roland stays in 4th. So now it's 4 and 10 on the board. Wow. Mental math.
Yep. So here is the I think so. As it stands, Roland has a 47-point lead in the championship. To win the title today, he needs a lead of 58 or more. Roland win the title if he can outscore Verline by 11 points. Barnard and DaCosta will need to outscore Roland by 11 and 16 points, respectively, to keep their hopes alive. So, yeah, that's not happening right now, because neither of them are ahead, for starters.
Yeah. So unless, and Djokovic and Barnard are out of attack mode, Muller's not going to get up, and Verline's dropped back to 13th. So I think it's done.
Yeah, Brian's just got him.
We're going to crown a champion and have to go to Wimbledon. That's so annoying.
Yeah. In fact, Roland could afford to drop down to, I think, about 9th or 10th and still comfortably win the title.
Well,
the way things are at the moment.
It's lap 42 to go here in Berlin. Cassidy runs out of attack mode. Dennis is second, but Cassidy 3 seconds ahead of everybody right now.
Oh, Taylor Barnard up the inside of Djokovic.
Nice move on the inside line. Djokovic going to sweep back, and the two rookies side by side. There's a little touch. Barnard goes wide. Djokovic stays with him. And these two have raced each other before, remember? Let's just see. Calm it down, guys. Because now, look, you've got Muller and Evans right behind you.
Yeah, Muller to the outside then. Djokovic will get the ideal line on the brakes. Small gap for Mitch Evans, but he has to back off there. He's still got the attack mode advantage of this group, though, so he's going to take both of them down the straight then. And there we go, the four-wheel drive coming in very, very handy. Djokovic still there on the inside, but Evans completes the move on both Muller and Felipe Djokovic then. So, yeah, Mitch Evans has only got 20 seconds more. Can he take Barnard and get that 6th position?
Nissan are on course for a championship. They are 1 lap away over the line.
Yeah, it's now less about attack mode and more about how much energy they've all got. Evans, and it hits the back of Roland, side by side with Barnard. Oh, more wheel bang between the two. This is very, very physical indeed. And, Evans absolutely keeps his foot in and somehow does not hit the wall or Taylor Barnard, and he makes it through.
Barnard's not going to be happy about this one, but now he's going to have a dive bomb coming in as well. Around the outside comes Felipe Djokovic. Late on the brakes into the hairpin. Barnard just gives him enough room as Barnard will hold the position.
Oh, Degrassi losing out to Mortara behind, I think.
Into the breaker zone for 8 and 9. Roland's going full course yellow.
Full course yellow, please. Full course yellow.
Full course yellow.
Jake Hughes in trouble.
Yeah, Maloney stopped. Same Maloney and Vern. What?
Oh dear.
No, it's fine. It's Maloney.
I don't think it's Vern. Vern is still P3. Yeah,
it's
so
Maloney.
Yeah, it's definitely same Maloney and Frines.
Oh.
I think showing us out on my screen.
Yep, Frines is showing out as mine as well.
Oh, that's going to be an absolutely dejected
Well, there's Frines in the turn 2 car park.
He said, I don't expect things to go better tomorrow, and so it's proved to be, he's about to go into porta potty there.
1 green flag, please.
Oh,
we're racing.
There we go, that was quick. Well, they got rid of those cars quickly. I think they decided to crash on the infield somehow.
Yeah. Last lap then here in Berlin, and it is going to be a world championship for Oliver Rowland. A season which he has absolutely dominated. He's a lap away. He won't even be on the podium, but he will be champion. And we go to London with a celebration, in fact. Go on.
Yeah, still would be the teams and the manufacturers championship up for grabs, where Nissan are going to gain a fair bit on the Porsche teams here. So there we go, 184 to 125 to 112. So Barnard would actually move up to 3rd ahead of DaCosta, which is exactly what you like to see.
I've got to go.
DaCosta not being in the top 3.
So, TNT didn't show it live. ITV didn't show it live. Always count on JBM to give you the British champions. Oliver Rowland will come into the last 2 corners. Credit where credit's due. Nick Cassidy from the back of the grid is going to win again. Jaguar are just superb with their strategy. But the Season 11 World Champion, Oliver Rowland, is the Formula E champion. He's done it. Finally, a season dominated. Every single opportunity taken, every racecraft is done. Rowland is champion.
Wow, there we go. So it really went his way today, but after yesterday, he absolutely needed that, given how disappointing it was for him to be taken out.
Here he is.
World champion. Mate, we're world champion. World champion without ballast. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Oliver. This is Tommaso. You are an amazing comeback, the best comeback in the sport, world champion. We have a special message for you.
Daddy, you're the world champion! Yeah! Daddy, you're the world champion! You're the world champion! Yeah! Bye.
Bye. Oh.
Oh, thanks, Fats. Love you, Lauren. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, open that visor, there's
Thanks,
kids.
Thanks. Whole team. Incredible.
Yeah, we did it, man. We did it.
Ollie, this is Alan here. You are world champion. You're very emotional. Tell us what it feels.
For sure it hasn't sunk in. Honestly, I didn't expect it today. I mean, Pascal was on fire this morning and all I could think about was having a big dent in the lead. So, yeah, I just can't believe it. I've been here a long time trying. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
You've done it now. Enjoy the podium celebrations. You're number one.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
I must admit, very few. I was asked a while ago in the commentary box, how often have you ever felt choked up and emotional? That one did it. Hearing his daughter celebrate championship. That got
I much
to
prefer
me.
that to Will Smith coming on when Lewis wins the championship or something like that. And not just because Will Smith punched Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars. But whereas I don't think Harper Rowland... well, we don't know what Harper Rowland gets up to at school. It's not our place to judge. But yeah, there we go. For all the... for all this talk about, Mr. Beast Feastables and all the Formula E is a joke of a sport, there's like real moments of genuine emotion like that. And that really shows you... that Formula E is absolutely genuine motorsport, and for Oliver Rowland, he's now a world champion, and that is absolutely huge for him. But yeah, let's not forget about Nick Cassidy from, what was it, 19th on the grid to victory. I mean, he's going to be feeling, well, the lottery went my way today. But anyway, here you go. He's our new world champion.
Another Brit world champion after Jake Dennis. Here we go again. Oliver Rowland, such an up and down career. And finally, he is a world champion. And Nissan are drivers' champions again. That is spectacular.
I don't think they have been Nissan. They haven't been drivers'
Nissan.
champions since Buemi when they were Renault in season 3. If memories. Oh no, that was the Grand. It was season 2, sir.
I've got to ask your final
it's been a long
thoughts as we've got to run to Wimbledon. What are your final thoughts on the race?
Well, as much as it would have been nice to have the championship go over to London, you've got to say Oliver Rowland was always going to clinch it sooner or later with the momentum that he had and the lead that he had. It would have taken something extraordinary to beat him. Nissan didn't put a foot wrong today, and neither did Rowland. And yeah, that P4 was all they needed. They didn't do anything silly today, unlike yesterday. And Drugovich there was actually congratulating, which was nice, because obviously he blamed Drugovich like in the cockpit, even though Felipe didn't hit him yesterday. But yeah, he immediately fessed up to it, and that really says it all. Oliver Rowland, despite disappointment yesterday, he went and did his interview, he apologized, he got his head down, and he did the deal today. So yeah, Nissan has still got the championship to fight for, so it's not completely over yet. But yeah, for the drivers, that's a huge moment. And yeah, for Porsche, unfortunately they got the strategy wrong. For Taylor Barnard, that safety car really hurt him. And yeah, it was Verne, Dennis and Cassidy that round out the podium ahead. And yeah, for Nick Cassidy, I said early on, watch out for him, and it proved that to be the one to do.
Thanks, Ed. We will be back tomorrow with the Rookies Test, where we will have the interview with the world champion, Jack Giamano, is trackside, and he'll have the interview with him as well. Cassidy is your winner, with Dennis second and Verne third. But it's Oliver Rowland, the Formula E world champion.